First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel, and today in this lesson number 1 we are going to learn introduction on the topic coded inequality. So coded inequality is one of the most important topic for all the bank exam, because once you are going for a bank exam, definitely coded inequality is asked for a 5 marks. And if you are going for any IT sector interviews or any competitive exam, minimum 1 mark you can definitely see this topic coded inequality, and maximum will be 5 marks. So coded inequality is so simple. Only we need to compare both the elements, right? Whether it is greater than, less than, or equal to. So it completely deals with only 5 symbol, that is greater than, less than, equal to, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. But most commonly they used to use only 3 symbol, right? Only by major symbol is greater than, less than, and equal to. But if you need to solve all the question, the topic coded inequality, then you need to know all the 5 symbols, that is greater than, one is greater than, and next is less than, and the third is equal to, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So everyone knows what is the meaning of this, right? So this can be written as A greater than B or B less than A, both are same. Similarly, A greater than or equal to B, or otherwise B less than or equal to A, both are same. Friends, got it? So A greater than, and this line indicates equal to. So A greater than or equal to B, or B less than or equal to A. Similarly, A equal to B or B equal to A. So this topic coded inequality is completely based on comparing 2 elements. So friends, if you need to solve this coded inequality topic, first of all you need to be 100% strong on the basics. So don't forget to watch the complete introduction video. So after watching this introduction, then watch lesson number 1, lesson number 2, lesson number 3, lesson number 4, and lesson number 5, right? So friends, first of all there will be some conditions on coded inequality. So first of all, let me move on to all the conditions. We move on to condition number 1 and condition number 2. So totally there are 7 different conditions, and by using a word you need to know how to frame an equation. That is most important. Listen here, the first condition is A is greater than B. It's a direct condition, right? So A is greater than B. So answer for question number 1, that is A greater than B, right? So question number 2, listen carefully. A is not greater than B. We already know that the major 3 symbol is greater than, less than, and equal to. Here the condition says A is not greater than, so we should eliminate greater than symbol alone. So the remaining symbol is less than and equal to. So answer for condition number 2, that is A is not greater than B, is A less than or equal to B. Friends, got it? Listen carefully, the major symbol is greater than, less than, and equal to. Here the condition says while comparing A and B, A is not greater than. So if it is not greater than, then the remaining 2 symbol is less than and equal to. So finally the answer for case number 2, that is condition number 2, is A less than or equal to B, right? So let me move on to condition number 3. So condition number 3 is, it's a direct statement, A is less than B. So we can directly write the answer as A is less than B. So condition number 4. So here the condition number 4 is A is not lesser than B. So not lesser than, we already know that we have 3 symbol, greater than, less than, and equal to. Here the condition says A is not less than B. So it is not less than. So remaining 2 symbol, greater than and equal to. So finally we can say the answer is A greater than or equal to B. Friends, got it? Here A is not greater than B, so the remaining 2 symbol less than and equal to. So we have finalized the answer as A less than or equal to B. And in this case, A is not lesser than B. So only it is not lesser. It can be greater or it can be equal. So finally the answer is A greater than or equal to B. Condition number 5. So here the condition number 5 is based on the concept called either or. Listen carefully, here A is either greater or equal. So either greater or equal. So the meaning of either or is you need to consider the symbol greater, and also you need to consider equal to. So while comparing A and B, the condition says A is either greater. So A is either greater than B, or A is either equal to B. So finally we can say that the answer is A greater than or equal to B. Friends, got it? Look at the next condition. A is either lesser or equal to B. So if A is either lesser, right? So A is either lesser or equal to. The meaning is we need to consider lesser, and also we need to consider equal to. So finally the answer for this question, A is less than B or A is equal to B. So finally the answer is A is less than or equal to B. So friends, if it is either greater or equal, so this can be written as greater than or equal to. If it is lesser or equal, then we need to write this as less than or equal to. But this is applicable only for either or case, right? So either or you need to write like this. And the condition here is A is neither greater nor equal. So friends, this condition is based on neither nor, right? So neither nor. Listen carefully friends, in previous case we are talking about either or. If it is either or, we used to take both the words. Because of neither nor, we should not consider both the words. Here the statement says, that is condition says, A is neither greater, right? So either greater nor equal. We already know that totally we have three symbols. One is greater than, less than and equal to. Here the condition says A is neither greater. So we should not consider greater and also we should not consider equal to. So remaining only one symbol. So the answer is A less than B. Friends, got it? Just understand what is the difference between either or and neither nor. Either or, we should consider both the statements, that is both the words. In neither nor, we should not consider both the words, right? So let me move on to another example question. So A is neither, listen carefully friends, A is neither greater nor equal to, A is neither greater nor lesser than B. So friends, the meaning of neither nor, you should not consider both the words. So you should not consider greater and also you should not consider lesser. And we already know that there are three common symbols. One is greater than, less than and equal to. So you should not consider greater than and you should not consider less than. So finally, answer for this question is A is equals to B. So friends, these are the conditions are most important if you need to solve a question from coded inequality. So friends, first of all, we have seen what all the symbols are there. And the second thing, we have seen all the 7 to 8 different conditions. So condition is most important. So after this, let me move on to some other 3 different cases. So how to compare the elements. Let me move on to all the 3 cases. So only if you know case number 1, case number 2, case number 3 100%, then only you can solve all the question in the topic coded inequality. So let me move on to case number 1. So assume that they have given a statement like this, that is A greater than B, B greater than or equal to C, and C greater than D, D greater than or equal to E, E greater than or equal to G, and G greater than F. So by using this statement, we need to conclude what is the relationship between A and B. Similarly, the second conclusion, A and D, D and G, and D and F. It will be so interesting. So let me learn the basics slowly, right? So friends, listen here. First conclusion. So we need to say what is the relationship between A and B. So while comparing A and B, we have only one symbol, right? So A greater than B. So we can say that the answer for this question, that is answer for this conclusion is A greater than B. Friends, got it? Be clear on the basics, right? So if you're strong on the basics, without watching all the lessons, if you take your books and you can able to crack the question, right? So conclusion number 2. So we need to compare what is the relationship between A and D. Listen carefully. So the letter A is here and the letter D is here. So between A and D, just see how many symbols are there. So one symbol greater than or equal to, and greater than. So totally between A and D, we have 3 symbols. And you need to see the common out of 3 symbols, only the common symbol, right? So greater than is common in all the 3 symbols. Friends, got it? So between A and D, we have 3 symbols, and the common symbol out of all the 3 symbols is greater than. So greater than is common in all the 3 symbols. So while comparing A and D, we need to say the answer is A greater than D, or otherwise D less than A. Both are same, right? So here we need to compare A and D. So finally, while comparing, we got A greater than D. So we can say that the answer is A greater than D. Got it? So let me write this. Okay, so conclusion number 3. Now we need to compare D and G. So letter D is here and the letter G is here. So friends, while comparing D and G, so between D and G, we have 2 symbols. One is greater than or equal to, and the second symbol is also greater than or equal to. And listen carefully, you need to pick only the common symbol. So greater than is also common, and this equal to is also common. So while comparing D and G, we got an answer greater than or equal to. So finally, for this conclusion, we got an answer D greater than or equal to G. So let me move on to the last conclusion. And the last conclusion is we need to compare D and F. So here it is D and here it is F. So between D and F, similarly greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and greater than. So definitely out of these three symbols, greater than is common, because here we have greater than, here we have greater than, and similarly here we have greater than. So greater than is common out of all the three symbols. So while comparing D and F, we got an answer D greater than F or F less than D, both are same. So finally for this conclusion, we got an answer D greater than F. So friends, got it. Just we need to see where both the letter is, and after seeing both the letters, you need to find how many symbols are between both the letters. So after finding the symbol, you need to pick only the common symbol. Case number 2. So similarly they have given a statement that is A greater than B greater than or equal to C. So similarly they have given a lengthy statement, right? So by using the statement, we need to conclude what is the relationship between all these conclusions. So friends, first of all we can conclude A and C. So while seeing the relationship between A and C, so between A and C we have two symbols, one is greater than and second is greater than or equal to, and the common symbol is greater than. So we can say that the relation is A greater than C. Got it? So let me move on to the second conclusion. So second conclusion, we need to find what is the relationship between A and D. Friends, listen carefully, important concept. So while comparing A and D, we have three symbols. One is greater than or equal to, and here it is less than. Friends, listen this concept carefully. While comparing, while seeing the symbols, if you find one greater than, one less than, while comparing, right, or one less than, one greater than, if you find this relation while comparing, then definitely we can't able to find the answer. We can't able to predict what is the relationship between both the letters. Here we need to find what is the relation between A and D. So while comparing A and D, we got one less than and one greater than, so we can't able to find the relation. Directly we can say that the relationship cannot be established for the letter A and D. Got it? So if you find this case, definitely you can say answer is cannot be established. So let me move on to the third case. And the third case, we need to find the relationship between C and F. So here it is C and here it is F. So friends, similarly listen here, while comparing C and F, we have three symbols, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So here we got less than and greater than. So if you find this case, one less than and one greater than, so relationship cannot be established. So the relationship for C and F cannot be established. So the fourth conclusion, and the fourth conclusion is we need to find what is the relationship between E and G. So while comparing E and G, we have only two symbols, less than or equal to, less than or equal to, and the common symbol is less than is also common, equal to is also common. So finally while comparing E and G, we got an answer that is E less than or equal to G. So finally we can say that the answer for this question is E less than or equal to G. Okay, the last case, that is F and I. So we need to compare F and I. So here it is F and here I. So friends, listen carefully. While comparing F and I, we have two symbols, but while comparing, we got one less than, even though it's less than or equal to, but here it is less than, right? So less than and greater than. So less than, greater than. So definitely relationship cannot be established. So we can directly say the relationship cannot be established. So friends, in case number 2, you should learn only one concept, that if while comparing, if this case occurs, less than, greater than, or greater than, less than, so definitely you can say the answer is cannot be established, and you can't able to find what is the relationship between the letters. Now let me move on to case number 3. So case number 3 is most important, where most of the students are making a mistake again and again in case number 3. Listen carefully. Case number 3 is A greater than B greater than or equal to C, C greater than D, and listen here, D and E both are equal. So the meaning is, if D is 9, E is also 9. The meaning is D and E both are equal. So better, listen, most of the students where they are making a mistake is because of this equal to symbol. While comparing what is the relationship between both the elements, if you find an equal to symbol, better rub this equal to symbol and write this as D and E. You will get an answer correctly. So friends, got it? D equal to E, both are same. So better rub this equal to symbol and write this D and E. Similarly, look at the last line, DH equal to F. So meaning of H equal to F is H and F both are equal, or F and H both are equal. So better rub this equal to symbol and write this as H and F. That's it. So if you write like this, it will be more easy to compare all the conclusions. So let me move on to conclusion number 1. So we need to compare A and C. So while comparing A and C, we got two symbol and the common symbol is greater than. So we can say that while comparing A and C, we got A greater than C. So next conclusion is C and G. Listen carefully friends, while comparing C and G, we have only two symbol. Don't consider this equal to symbol because we have eliminated the equal to symbol. So while comparing C and G, we have only two symbol. One is greater than and second is greater than or equal to. And the common out of both the symbol is greater than is common. So we can say that while comparing C and G, we got an answer that is C greater than G. And the last conclusion is D question mark F. We need to compare D and F, right? So while comparing D and F, so D and F. So while comparing D and F, we have two symbol, greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So greater than is also common, equal to is also common. So finally, D greater than or equal to F is true. So friends, not to make a mistake in case number 3, if you find equal to symbol, better rub this equal to symbol and write like this. You will definitely get an answer correctly. Now let me move on to the last section, that is 4 important notes on the topic coded inequality. So friends, not to make any mistake on this 4 important notes, so listen carefully. So note number 1, they have given a statement as A greater than or equal to B and the conclusion as A greater than B. So by seeing the statement, we need to conclude the answer is true or false. Listen carefully, the statement says A greater than or equal to B, right? And now the conclusion says only A greater than B. So we need to say the conclusion is false. If the conclusion is A greater than or equal to B, then we can say that statement and conclusion is correct. Friends, got it? So if they say A greater than or equal to B, then we can say that conclusion is true. In the given statement, it is A greater than or equal to B, but the conclusion says A greater than B. So we need to say the conclusion is false. So note number 2. Here the statement is A greater than or equal to B, B less than or equal to C. And now they are asking a conclusion, A equal to C is true or false. Friends, listen carefully, even though equal to is common, but while comparing, if you find 1 greater than, 1 less than, or 1 less than, 1 greater than, again and again I am saying this concept. So if you find while comparing, then definitely relationship cannot be established. So while comparing, we got 1 greater than, 1 less than, but the conclusion says A equal to C is true or false. So we can definitely say that it is false. We can't able to find what is the relation between A and C if this condition occurs. So note number 3. The statement is A greater than B equal to C, and they are asking a conclusion A greater than or equal to C, that is A greater than or equal to C, is true or false. Friends, listen carefully. In case number 3, I have told you one thing. If you find this equal to symbol B equal to C, the meaning of B equal to C is B and C both are equal, or C or B both are equal. So better rub this and write as BC. Now the conclusion says A greater than or equal to C, but while comparing A and C, we got only A greater than C, but the conclusion says A greater than or equal to. So we can say that conclusion is false. Friends, got it? So note number 4. A greater than or equal to B and B greater than or equal to C. So while comparing A and C, so the common out of both the symbol is greater than is also common, equal to is also common. So while comparing A and C, we got an answer A greater than or equal to C, but the conclusion says only A greater than C. So we need to say the conclusion is false. Friends, got it? So these are the 4 important notes where every student is making a mistake. So kindly not to make a mistake on these 4 notes, and learn case number 1, which we have taught in the previously, case number 1, case number 2, case number 3, and learn all the conditions. So friends, that's it. Introduction is over. So if you know this concept 100%, then solving all the lessons will be so simple. So friends, if you enjoy all the lessons, don't forget to share this video to your friends, so that who are preparing for competitive exams or IT sector interviews, definitely these videos will be helpful for them. So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.